beautiful souls. Welcome to day 8 of Tarot Vlogmas. So today's spread is going to be what's been worrying you and what you can do about it. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so let's see what you have going on. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to say that there may be some financial issues that you are struggling with at this time, and it may not be that you like a lack. It could be more of you wanting to just budget and use your resources wisely, and also have better control over how you're supporting and providing to others at this time. So I do see that may be something that you may be struggling with, especially if you're watching this on the day that it's posted or around the same time. It is around the holidays, so I do feel like for some of you, just to confirm, there is absolutely a good approach, one that would be best for you on how to manage these things out. But I feel like you're coming into that space of where you will understand that. So again, for some of you, there is definitely a better approach that you could be utilizing. So you may want to just sit with that, meditate on that, journal, ask source, your spirit guides, your higher self, for any ideas, any guidance that they may have available to you. Okay, so what else? So let's see what you shouldn't forget at this time. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so throughout this, keeping your composure, staying positive, continuing to work towards the goals that you've outlined for yourself. Couldn't think of the word, but the goals that you've outlined, continuing to stay focused on those and making every attempt that you can to stay on track, because this is throughout this whatever challenge this is, and again, I do believe this is directly tied to finances and budgeting, and maybe just figuring out how you're going to do things for the holidays. Throughout that, again, staying positive, staying focused on your goals, sticking to the budget that you originally planned is going to be really helpful to you at this time. There's also a possibility that there could be some income that you hadn't really thought about that you can explore or you can tap into. For some of you, this could be an investment paying off, or you being able to dip into some sort of savings, or having access to monies that you have saved or you wouldn't necessarily be touching, but you may find that you want to access that at this time to help you balance things out. Yeah, because there's multiple solutions here. So like we talked about, there's definitely other ways, and there's other things that you could be doing that are more aligned with abundance, basically. But you are staying strong. You are staying aligned with your purpose. So this is more about continuing to work toward building your overall financial foundation and strengthening that, and not getting sidetracked by probably the holidays, or by spending additional money that you don't have, or that you outlined to really go towards something else, even if it's just savings, just to have it in your savings. Okay, so I think just not forgetting the overall plan, your overall goals, and also not forgetting that this is temporary and it's a part of the process, it's a part of your journey, and at the end of your journey is happiness, is freedom, is financial abundance. So stay focused. And so let's see how you can resolve the situation. All right, creativity, being open to ideas, like we talked about, connecting with source, your higher self, your guides, and asking for guidance. Listening, just opening your mind up to guidance. So those moments of inspiration. Also being curious. Definitely being curious. And there may even be, like we talked about, there's a different path, there's a better way. So just really being open to that and exploring it. And once you've identified it, moving forward with it. So it's really going to be important to make progress toward a new path. And it doesn't have to be like some significant change, because I see like this is more of like a transformation, a journey, something that you've already started working on. And so it's like these little shifts in perspective, these minor changes, these, visions, the downloads that you're receiving, they're all like those little sparks of creativity, of ideas, paths that you can research and go down. So there's so much more available to you. So absolutely open yourself up to it. What else? Anything else? Okay, thank you. All right, so this kind of came out sideways. So what I want to do with this, let's get some clarity on this. Oh, okay, I hear it. Emotions. So I think balancing your emotions at this time, because I feel like there's things that you want to do and you want to just celebrate and you want to have a good time and you want to give everybody the things that they want and you want to, be luxurious and lavish, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It's just you identify that you do want to stick to the plan, you do want to budget, you do want to not completely alleviate all of your resources at this time. So there is an emotional component tied to that where, if you aren't able to spend as much as you want, or, you do find things that you want to do and enjoy yourself, but you're like, oh, okay, I did agree that I was going to save this amount of money, so that would cut into my budget and things of that nature. Just kind of dealing with the emotional aspects of that and not necessarily being able to completely fully enjoy yourself. But there are other ways that you can find that don't cost money to enjoy yourself. Just being with yourself. There's also, like, I'm hearing like very inexpensive things that you can do with your family, with loved ones, with friends. So finding those types of ways that you can spend less and enjoy yourself more. So that definitely sounds easier when you say it, but actually doing it and finding those things may be a little more difficult. But that's a beautiful challenge for you at this time, because I think that you will find things out of this process that you do enjoy, and that you will incorporate into your self-care practices, right? So really getting a hold of your emotions at this time and practicing gratitude and appreciation is what I'm hearing. And that'll really take away those moments of like, you know what, I really wanted to get, my massage, or, I really wanted to get my nails. And excuse me, my dog is barking in the background here. But, like if you're thinking of those things that you really wanted to do that may be a little costly this month, but you're, staying and sticking to your budget. And I just got distracted with the dog barking. There's noise outside, so just bear with me. I apologize. But, again, we were talking about just managing your emotions and the emotional aspect of you maybe not being able to do everything that you intended to do or you wanted to do this month. But it is, you're doing it for a noble reason. You're doing it so that others can be happy, and that in turn will make you feel happy as well, that you can make others feel good and not have to sacrifice at this time. And sacrifice, I mean, like not having to spend all of your money just to make everybody feel good, basically. It's like you can find other ways to have a good time and enjoy yourself without blowing a lot of money. Okay, so let's see let's get some messages here. Okay, yeah. That's beautiful, because that's what we talked about. Sitting with yourself, receiving those downloads, receiving those messages, opening yourself up to receive that information that could be helpful and could spark new creative ways that you can enjoy yourself. Yeah, keeping the hope, keeping the faith, staying positive throughout this entire process, knowing that things are temporary, that during this time you may decide to budget or stick a little more to budget and watching your spending, but again, that's a temporary process here. What else? Reveal. Yes, okay. And this is specifically speaking to connecting with source, connecting with your guides, connecting with your higher self to receive the messages that you need to hear right now. So this is a complete confirmation of what we just talked about in the tarot cards. So let's get some additional message. Yeah. And I think that you, throughout this process, showing that, yeah, I don't need to spend a lot of money to make myself happy or to make others happy. That's that's inspirational to others. You're inspiring others through being the example. And that's part of what you came here to do. So you may find yourself in alignment and feeling good. I know that for sure. All right, stay open-minded. Again, connecting with source. I preach it all the time. The self-care practices, meditation, journaling, connecting with source, your higher self, and your guides to receive those downloads. Any other self-care practices, getting out in nature, gardening, exercising. Yeah, all of those things, whatever makes you feel good. Right, so let's see, let's go here, get some additional messages. What other messages do we have? Okay, these are a little hard to come out. Okay, so let's see, let's take this. All right, patience. That's a really beautiful message at this time, because it is going to take patience. You do have a lot going on. You have a lot that you're responsible for at this time. Plus, you're also, like we talked about, trying to build your foundation, trying to maintain it, trying to grow it. So wherever you are in that process, gratitude, patience, appreciation, and trust are what's going to be important to you now. And for some of you, you may want to explore partnership and collaboration and working with your partner. And depending on if this is your romantic partner, how you manage the finances, maybe there's an opportunity for them to give more at this time. Just however you work it out, however you manage and maintain your finances with a partner. Explore that. Be open to adjustments and changes that benefit all, not just one party, but that benefit all. So we talked about there being another way, another option. So that could potentially be one. Okay, so let's just get another message here before we close out. We have magic. Yeah, this is all magic. So just believe in it, trust in it, have that hope, that strength, that vision, the courage to trust yourself and to trust the messages you receive and to trust the information that you receive, because I'm hearing that you will receive downloads, you will receive ideas and options, but you must trust in that information you're receiving and trust that it will work. If it feels good to you, it feels right, you've evaluated, and it still feels good, then it's a viable option. It may be something that you want to go ahead and implement. Okay. All right. Awesome. And I would also say to look for synchronicities, right? And look up the significance of those synchronicities that you see, and get messages from that as well, because it's all messages. Nothing is a coincidence. Okay, so let's just close out with a couple messages. Any final messages, please? Okay, we'll take that. What else? What else? Alright, so I haven't used this deck as much, so it is okay, we'll take that. Yeah, so it is a little harder for the cards to come out, but we got what we needed. Thank you. Alright, so what do we have? Alright, so we have Athena with trust. Surrender your concerns to the universe. You have been heard. I told you. It's time to listen. It's time to connect and receive those messages of hope, faith, inspiration, creativity. So we have Phoebe with, okay. So like, you cannot make this up. So we have messages here. You are the channel. Synchronicities and messages are all around you. I just said there are no coincidences, so we don't even need to speak on that again. I just said this. All right, and then what else do we have? We have Maeve with power. Be in awe of yourself and the strength it has taken you to get to here and now. Yes, and this really speaks to, and it's calling on that 10 of Pentacles that we saw, where it is fortune after difficulty. You going through these changes, going through this process, going through these lessons, and coming out stronger and more abundant. Okay, so I think we will end it here. So those are the messages I have for you today. Please subscribe, like, and share this video, and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. We'll talk soon, and I will see you tomorrow with day 9.